YouTube family, what's good? What's happening with y'all, man? You clicked on this video, you tired of missing out on sneakers. Well, guess what? I am too. We're gonna dive deep into knowing when the releases are coming and how to get those W on sneakers out. Y'all lock in with me. So to get started, we're gonna go over all the different type of releases that you can actually get. Your main type of draws are gonna be your general releases. Those are gonna be like your different colorways of 4s, 3s, 1s, things like that. Things that usually are OG colorways. A little bit less limited, so they're not as hyped up. Next up, you're gonna have your limited releases. Those are gonna be your things like the Mariners that just came, or Mariner Blues, whatever they call it, that just came out. Not really that limited of a sneaker, but I guess it kind of was limited because you had to enter a draw for it. So you're gonna have raffles that are set up within sneakers so that you can actually put in for a draw to get the shoe. Next up, we're gonna have your super limited releases. That's gonna be sneakers like the Air Jordan 4 Off-White, the 5 Off-White, anything that are along those lines is gonna be super limited. They're not letting out a lot of pairs of those shoes, and you're gonna have to put in some work to get that shoe. All right, so y'all stick with me. This is gonna get a little complicated. Each release is broken down into 2 different categories. So you have your Leos and you have your Dans. Your Leos are gonna come at 10 a.m. whatever day that they're releasing. It's gonna give you a 2 to 3 minute window to hit the button and actually get the sneaker. But your Dans are gonna give you a 10 to 30 minute window to actually get the sneaker. Now, contrary to everybody belief, no, these are not first come, first serve. It does not matter how fast you get into the draw. It does not matter how fast you get into the actual buying of the sneaker or hitting the button or anything like that. I think in some cases it kind of does matter, but it really doesn't. Because how can we get on sneakers app and hit it and it's like 10 milliseconds and the shoes are all sold out? There's just no way. There's just no way. There's just no way, bruh. Whew. All right, let me move off. But anyway, so yeah, they're not first come, first serve. So it's luck of the draw. Honestly, it is. It's whatever that you click on is gonna give you a lucky draw. If you win it, you win it. If you don't, you don't. That's just the way it goes. So your Leos tend to have a higher success rate for people just because I think there's a smaller pool of people. Obviously, if you only have 2 to 3 minutes to enter it, it's gonna shrink the pool a little bit. You'll know if it's a Dan if you have a very big red timer in the top of your sneakers app and it's counting down for you to actually enter for the raffle. It's actually putting you into a raffle and then spinning your name around with however many other names, and then they're going to select whatever shoe that you're putting in for. All right, so now that we know all the differences between the different type of drops, the different type of releases that are coming out, the difference between a Dan and a Leo, now you're probably asking,
well, how do I get the shoes? How do I increase my chances? I don't know if it's a million people entering into these. How do I get the shoe?
Well, my guy, here comes the tricky part. You're gonna have to get a little creative with how you want to cop these sneakers. My first tip of advice is to actually enter into multiple raffles. Put your eggs in more than one basket. The easiest way to up your chances is to have multiple chances at a sneaker. Now, how you do that is up to you. I'm not telling y'all to go out and make multiple accounts. I'm not telling y'all to use multiple addresses. My advice would be to have your homeboy try to cop for you, have your family members try to cop for you, maybe even venture outside of sneakers and go look at some other options like FLX or Flex app, or go look at some of these overseas companies or something like that. If you get on Sneaker News or Kicks on Fire or something like that, they'll have a list of everything that you can cop from so that you can actually put your eggs in more than one basket. With that being said, you can't even use the same address for multiple accounts anyway. You can't use the same payment method for multiple accounts anyway. So you're gonna have to get creative and get somebody else to help you out to get some of these sneakers if you really want them. So another tip that I actually had to take for myself was to start to try to look for half sizes and everything, because I'm a size, I think I'm true to a 9.5, but I like to get my shoes in a size 9 so I don't crease them up and they don't get beat up as fast. But I had to start looking for half sizes. So sometimes you gotta go up a size, get a 10.5 or 11 or whatever other size. You might have to get a bigger size so that you can go back and you can actually trade that sneaker if you wanna keep it. If you're getting it to sell it, really doesn't matter what size you're getting. It kinda does because the sizes vary in prices or whatever. But you really don't have to worry about the size if you're not planning on keeping them and actually rocking them and putting them in your collection. Now, this is gonna kind of be a tip, but this is actually my personal opinion. Do not use bots. Do not use a bot. Nike has a very good security system. They will flag your account. They will shut you down. You're not gonna be able to buy any shoes on there. You're gonna have to recreate a whole new account, put all new payment information in there. Probably gonna have to use another address. You don't want that. And I also wanna say, using bots to get shoes as a reseller, I'm not gonna hate on y'all, man. Get it how you live. I know some of y'all gotta feed y'all kids, y'all got bills to pay. Do what you gotta do, man. But it's a lot of y'all resellers out there that's killing the sneaker game, and y'all taking away the joy from the actual sneakerheads that get enjoyment out of going and copying a shoe the day that it drops. That's all we want to do, is get a shoe on the day that it drops. We can't camp no more. They took that away from us. They starting to kind of take the raffle process away from us a little bit. Now they doing these exclusive drops and these family and friends and all this stuff, and we can't get sneakers anymore. But whatever, tangent over, bruh. Stop using bots. So I'm gonna give y'all a good example of how this ain't first come, first serve. Every time that I've gotten on sneakers and hit on an actual sneaker, I've actually tried to check out after 10 a.m. My Lucky Green ones, these Red Thunder 4s, Starfish 13s, everything that I've gotten, I've actually gotten it after 10 a.m. I've gotten on sneakers late, and I've been like,
Oh snap, I missed the drop.
somehow miraculously, I still got these shoes. I put in for them, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, got them. I'm like, how did I get them? It kind of proves the theory is not first come, first serve. It's actually a random process. It actually does work for the Leos and the Dans. Go figure. Now listen, if you're a new sneakerhead and you want to get your collection up, if you want to know all the drops, all the sneaker releases, if you want to know where to buy from, follow this channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, because I'm putting out all type of content that's gonna help you get a sneaker collection, bro. It's gonna help you build your collection up. I'm gonna help you get drop front cases. I'm gonna help you get all that stuff. Like, comment, share, get this out to everybody so I can continue to bring y'all hot content, man. This has been ThraxDotKix, and I'm out.